Fake slice ice, leaving trails in the glow. Bishop Kennedy girls ready to steal the show. Hustle on the rink, dreams heavy to toe. Chasing down the crown through the buffalo snow. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload. Chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Boards rattle loud, the rivals feel the quake. Unity, the armor, no spirit we fake. Power moves sharper than the cold lake. Eyes on the prize, history to make. From the face-off drop to the buzzer's chime. Grinding every second, it's our time. Buffalo's calling, mountain we climb. Legends in the making, skating the rhyme. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload. Chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. From the face-off drop to the buzzer's chime. Grinding every second, it's our time. Buffalo's calling, mountain we climb. Legends in the making, skating the rhyme. Blood storming the net, victory on replay. Battling for the win, game after game day. Buffalo bound, carving our way. Carney girls shining, making rivals sway. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload. Chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Pucks in the net, victory on replay. Battling for the win, game after game day. Buffalo bound, carving our way. Carney girls shining, making rivals sway. We're storming the rink.
Good morning. We got fully charged mics. We got a half a cup of coffee. We got game 3 of the BK season coming up. Welcome for those of you getting up earlier than us. Tell you what, just like these girls only had 3 practices to get in game shape, us parents, 3rd game of the year, 8 a.m., ready to go. There's no messing around. That's why we work out in the off season. Well, welcome. 2 minutes in the warm up here to go. I'll move the camera down there so you can see the team you might care about a little bit more. BK 2-0. Sorry for the technical issues on game 1. No Wi-Fi, and that's in like a bunker, so it couldn't get any cell service. And this game here, the one last night, sorry, at Lemieux, my technical guy, he didn't charge the microphones. I had a talking with him last night, but so he worked on it last night and he charged them this morning for us. So he's not going to make that mistake again, so he says. Should be fully battery today. Got Wi-Fi going. Hopefully we get our first start to finish broadcast of the season. So BK versus Honeybaked. BK 2-0, Honeybaked 1 shootout win and 1 shootout loss. So they have 3 points, we have 6 points. A win's worth 3. If we win this game outright, we'll be the number 1 seed in our group. We'll go to the gold bracket. If we lose this game outright, we will be the number 2 seed in our group, likely in the silver bracket. I'm not sure because there are a couple teams that'll sneak in, and but still be in a playoff format, so that's good. But if we lose this game in the shootout, then we are the number 1 seed because we would have 7 points and they would have 5. It's a lot of math. Gonna need another cup of coffee after that one. Trying to get to know the girls still a little bit in their names. Got a lot of new names this year. Got some Jersey's really getting tucked in, it seems like, so sometimes it's hard to see these numbers. Have a few girls banged up from yesterday. Jessup got hurt in the first game, got a dirty hit there from behind, feeling a little woozy, so got to get her through the concussion protocol. We wish her a speedy recovery. We got Milbauer, did something to her hip yesterday at that game. I'm just looking right now. I don't think she's out there. So I think making sure she heals up well, too, before she gets back out on the ice. It's a long season. There's no point, certainly with concussion. You don't want to mess around with that. But even any other stuff, soft tissue stuff, there's no point in risking it, putting yourself at further injury when you got a long season to go here. So wish those girls a speedy recovery. Hopefully they're doing all right. I think all right, so again, for those of you that watched these last year, I have all new equipment. There's some good things about it. Extremely more mobile, a little more high-powered computer. It has a network bonding capability, which I don't have activated for yesterday. That might have been helpful. That amplifies the signal. Shouldn't need it while I'm in the Mew, though. But one of the bad things is I have a different kind of scoreboard. It's very, very hard to keep shots, and the penalties, if there's penalties, it's going to look like that. So just center in there. So just a few different things this year, but we'll get better as we go along. That's what they say. I normally don't. I normally stay the same or get a little worse. But it sounds good when you say it out loud. BK, Honeybaked. Game 3 of 3 in pool play underway. BK wins the opening. Honeybaked wins the opening draw. Pressuring is Wozniak, a new face from Rochester, New York, straight down the road from the school. Here's, I believe that's Day, the D jumping in, Winslow, back covering for her. Tries to get it down to Day. Taken away by Honeybaked. Back to the neutral zone will play. BK with possession. Wozniak again. Has that poked back into the zone. Kaiser in net for BK, wearing the whites with the new light blue trim. Along the wall. Wozniak trying to get it out. Brown in there too. Poke towards the front of the net. Day has it. Kira out of the Michigan, out of the Detroit area. She's a new one. It's dumped in here. BK gets a change. Honeybaked tries to stretch pass to the weak side of the ice. Get away from the players changing. Being the red line, backhanded into the zone. On that first is Scanlon. Scanlon, another new one from over in the Connecticut area. This is up to Maury. Maury, you know her. Piper. On her backhand, poked away. BK deep down in the far left corner of the zone. That's Walsh towards the front of the net. Whacked out, tempted there by, that's Quattromani. Let's call her Quattro. Kala. Maury. Up in front of the net, picked up here. Or in front of the benches, pardon. Walsh, near side, Scanlon. Scanlon dumps that in. Rattles around, Mascione with Wilner, I believe. And there's Tennessee Jones from out in California. Tenny has an older sister that I believe just graduated last year. So we have 3 legacies on this team that has had older sisters play through. One that has had 2 older sisters play through. In front of the net, BK poking at it. That's going to be covered by the Honeybaked netminder. The other thing about that's changed this year is I have replays, which I did last year, but these I can recall a lot better. So like during intermissions and stuff, I should be able to re-show the goals and things like that. So hopefully that added feature works out. Behind the net, Mascione centers it in front, shot off of a blocker. That netminder, that was Wilner who shot that. I don't think the goalie saw it. She didn't have enough time to react to it. Good play by BK. Honeybaked looks to be offsides. And if you're wondering, wait a second, why didn't that whistle blow? We finally have adjusted to the NHL rules here. So we will have delayed offsides and you can ice the puck on the penalty kill. So a couple adjustments this year, especially the delayed offsides. That's going to be something that the girls are going to have to get a little bit used to, because it's a different style of play. If you're a D and you retreat out of your blue line and you're waiting for girls to come back, you now have that option of dumping the puck in, even though the girls aren't all back. That's Wozniak, her shot off of a glove there. Good opportunity for Nadia. That point is Healy. That's Claire Healy. Older sister Megan is on the 16. Older sister Erin was on the 16U team last year. Goes back to the point. That's going to be shot by Day. Ricochet just missed that far post. BK buzzing a little bit early here. Some good opportunities. Honeybaked skates the puck out of the zone, gains the red line, tries to dump it in, but Healy stops that dump in. We got a full scale change. Oops, sorry. Got a little aggressive on the camera. Healy sends it in deep. She's going to go in after her own dump in, joined now by Quattro. BK with it in the neutral zone. Loose puck here right in front of the penalty box. Picked up by Honeybaked into the BK zone. Bouncing puck, slot, still loose. And back now to the point. Honeybaked to the slot, good stick there. That was May Winslow. Another new face from the Rochester area. Scanlon, wheels, along the boards, chipped up, not out. Holding it in is Honeybaked. Rushing that is Quattro. Ellie there as well. Winslow finds it just across the other side of the blue line. Picked back up by Honeybaked. Sent in, not deep though. D-to-D pass, Scanlon on the near side. Looks to get out of the zone. Cross ice pass. Goes through Honeybaked. Past the Honeybaked stick. This will go the whole way down. No icing. BK's changing. This pass just out of the zone as Maury disrupts it a bit. Honeybaked gets it back and sends it in. On it is Monco, a local product here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. One of the new D. We got 5 new D this year on this 16U team. There's Macchione. We're in a new number this year, 17. Got to get used to that. Try from number 9 from last year. Centering pass. Puck in front. Whacked that by BK. Can't quite get it on net. Bouncing puck still. There it is, sitting there. And the Honeybaked goalie is just going to cover that. No power play. I just pressed the wrong button. One by BK, shot by Macchione, saved to the corner. Held in by Monco. Back to Monco. Trying to work it deep here. High in the zone, BK regathers at the neutral zone. That's McCullough. Over to Macchione. Honeybaked almost had too many there. But change was legal. There's Macchione dumping it in. Goes for a change. Staying on or just coming on is Wilner, who's pressuring. Wilner behind the net. Coming in is Fitzsimmons. Send in deep. Racing after it. Here is Wozniak. Pinching down is Jones. Behind the net here is Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons pursuing the puck back to that point. Shot up. Save. Rebound loose in front. That's a good shot by Day from the point. BK tried to get a stick on that rebound. Just couldn't quite. This puck will come back to the neutral zone. Retreating is Tenney. Works a D-to-D pass. And Wozniak enters the zone. Good transition there by BK. Wozniak's shot blocked in front. Rebound just inside the circle on the left side. Now it's coming its way to the right circle. Jones, a little pass at it. Able to get a stick and battling, keeping it in. Now sent down by Honeybaked. Should go for an icing. So shots 4-0 right now in favor of BK. I'm just going to go by the shots on the scoreboard because, like I said, I can't keep shots efficiently. I'm going to keep researching this thing and figure out how to do it. See if I can. But I will be able to keep, obviously the goals, that's important. The time, that's important. So I was trying to talk it up like I'm keeping a lot of stats. That's about all I got. Scanlon, after a face-off win by BK in the Honeybaked zone, working their way down along the wall. Tried to leave it for Walsh. Walsh was retreating, though, back to the point, so they left the gap there where Honeybaked took advantage to gather the puck and send it down. Healy in the near corner. Bumped off the puck. Behind the net still. Back to the point, held in there by Honeybaked. Down along the wall, centering pass, kind of shot attempt off of a BK boot. Finds its way to Ellie's stick. Quattromani up the ice, picked off by Honeybaked. Back to Quattromani, gains the red line. Seeing her teammates are changing, smartly dumps it in, but it was cut off by Honeybaked. Honeybaked not clean on the exit though, so BK's players will get on. Monco, one of those aforesaid players, just coming on the ice, gets it deep and stays strong here at the high point. In her defensive posture. BK trying to hold it in. Mascione. Good read there, down low. Sent across to the far corner by Honeybaked. And back out to the point. There's Monco. Slides to the high slot. Tries to find Wilner, but ends up on a Honeybaked stick. Honeybaked quickly into the BK zone. Thought they were just offsides, but we'll play on. Now that puck exits the zone. Honeybaked's got to wait. Honeybaked sends it in towards Kaiser. Just missed the net. Kaiser looking for her first shot. Honeybaked here in the near corner. Back to the point. They're going to change positions. Honeybaked tries to get a shot on. That's saved. Rebound. There's Monco behind the net. Good find. Wilner just passed just a bit behind her. Tries to get it over to Winslow, but BK's got to change anyway. This will not go far enough. Well, it does go far enough for icing, but the Honeybaked player was there, so no icing call. Fortunate for BK. We'll play on here with 6:34 left to go in the first. BK disrupting the transition by Honeybaked. In on the forecheck is Wozniak. Good outlet pass by Honeybaked there. Chip up the wall. Day slows it down in center red. Gets it back, now trying to rush through. Honeybaked shuts that down, regains possession, skates into the BK zone. Pressuring high in the zone, that's McCullough. McCullough chases her down into the corner. Looks for some help, finds it in Brown. Brown backhands it over to Day. A little bouncy to the point, that one leaves the zone. That's Wozniak rushing after it as Honeybaked regroups. They go D to D. Sent into the BK zone, cut off. There's McCullough right at her blue line. Pass off the boards. Tries to get into Honeybaked's zone to Maury. It does. Maury centers it. Just a little off target there. That one held in again by BK at the point. I think that might have been Day who sent that towards the net. Honeybaked here, right at the red line. They're going to send it in. Hazer goes behind the net to slow it down. Leaves it for Jones. Good forecheck though by Honeybaked. Jones in there with Wozniak, I think. No, that's Quattromani. That's an 18 out of 10. I gotta try to remember, like, the hair sometimes helps too. Sometimes that's all you can see. BK, nice work by Quattromani. Gains the zone. In there is Fitzsimmons. Down low, Fitzsimmons in the corner. Makes a nice move. A little bit of space behind the net. Oh, we have an interference call likely coming up. I think they're going to call interference on BK, I believe. Yeah, they're going to call Quattromani for interference. So BK will go on the penalty kill with 5:05. Here to go in the first. The killers out there are Wilner, Jones, right in the slot there, and Mascione, and Scanlon. Those are your four out there for BK. Sorry, it took me a little bit to find the numbers. So there's Honeybaked, center red, trying to get in the zone. Blocked that there by Honeybaked. Goes to the corner. BK reverses course. That's going to be along the half wall here. It actually works its way back to the point. Honeybaked trying to work it down low. Good work there by Wilner. Reads that pass and sends it in. So BK taking advantage of the new rules here, sending the puck down on their power play, which has 45 seconds remaining, so half killed. Dumped in here by Honeybaked. This is going to go right on Kaiser. Sorry, just off the screen. And she will cover it. We'll have a face off to the left of her. Face off. One here by Honeybaked. Back to the point. Behind the net. Shot saved by Kaiser. Honeybaked still with it. Good job by Kaiser to track it through traffic. Back to that same point. She'll shoot again. Kaiser makes a similar save. Puck loose. BK trying to get it clear. That's Monko. Monko flips it. And Finale trying to clear it. Can't. Goes back in with 8 seconds to go here behind the net. That's going to be. That was Healy trying to send it out. Hit a Honeybaked player. And we now have the kill complete. So BK kills their first power play of the game, and they'll send it to the neutral zone here. Actually, yeah, neutral zone here. Honeybaked with a little bit of space as BK gets some new bodies on. And there's the BK zone. Pinned up high, though. BK sends it back out. Racing after it is Walsh. Genevieve Walsh, like I said, another new one from that Connecticut area. That's a shot by Quattromani over the cage. Back to that point. McCullough sends it down the half wall. Finds Ellie. McCullough, a little two-person game. McCullough right in the slot. Good stick last minute by Honeybaked. Honeybaked clears it out of the zone on the weak side. Day retrieves it right across the Penguins logo at center red. She'll skate up ice. She'll fire one. And that's going to be gloved. Looks like it was going a little high over the net, but netminder gloved it. .239 here to go in this first period. Still scoreless. BK shot to the slot. Battle down in the corner. Now this near corner, Honeybaked has McCullough pinching down. Puck evades her. Honeybaked comes the other way. A little one-on-one. Force wide. Good recovery there. And back checking by BK. Get that out of there. Tenny does. Finds way to McCullough. McCullough. Up ice to Wozniak. Wozniak sends it in. Winslow. Here's Honeybaked across center red. Now into the BK zone. Honeybaked offside. Face off outside the zone, won by BK. And Scanlon trying to work it up to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons back in the zone, moves it over to Jones. Jones tries to hit Fitzsimmons again. BK just onside. Yep, there's Starbs. It's Tessa along that left wing. Beats her man. Shot off the side of the net. Tries to center it. Wilner there, just not in her vicinity where she can make a play on it. Works its way back in the BK zone, retreating. There is Scanlon. Scanlon will skate behind her net to evade the pressure. Nice work again by Scanlon. Skates it across center red now. Scanlon down that left wing. Cuts inside. Scanlon trying to go coast to coast. She beat 4 of them, just couldn't beat the 5th. Up still in the Honeybaked zone. 1:09 left to go in the first. Pressuring this Tessa. I believe is that Wilner in there? I know it's Fitzsimmons. Yeah, Wilner and Fitzsimmons in there, one by Honeybaked. That puck just cleared the zone. Monko soccer styled it back in. BK regathers. That's Wilner. She's going to send it in, and she will go change. So new bodies on except for Monko. Rushing in to slow the play up. Successfully, I might add. Forces a turnover. Finale to Walsh. Walsh back to the point. Pinching down in. That's Quattromani. Behind the net's Finale. Michaela to that slot. That's Quattromani. Deflected up over the cage. Walsh down low to Ellie. Ellie and Finale in there. BK trying to hold it in at that far point. That's Healy. She does. Nice work by her. Players still battling as the horn sounds, signifying the end of the first. Scoreless after 1. All right, lined up here, start the second. Team switch end. It's the period of a long change. Okay, wins this opening draw. McCullough finds Finale. Finale. Poked away right at the blue line. Good gap control by Honeybaked. Scanlon looks it back to McCullough. Will try the near side of the ice. Navigates a forechecker into the zone. McCullough shoots one right off the mask of the netminder, and it went straight down into her breadbasket there. Sometimes those shots off the mask give you weird rebounds. Sometimes because of the way the masks are shaped, they can kind of just deflect right in without changing too much direction. So that one, though, fortunately for Honeybaked, fell straight down. Honeybaked controlling behind their net. Neutral zone. Honeybaked. And that's deflected as it goes the whole way down behind the BK zone or net. That's McCullough. Off the wall over to Walsh. Walsh finds Quattromani. Quattromani lost the puck in her feet a bit. McCullough sends that in deep. 2 forecheckers for BK. F1 on the puck is Wilner. F2 here is Piper. So Maury pressuring now Wilner in. Mascione. Nice move there by Tessa. Tessa tries to find Piper in the slot. Couldn't quite get good wood on that. Behind the net's Wilner. Puck loose along the boards here. Picked up by Honeybaked. Honeybaked throws it out towards the neutral zone where Monco is going to race after it. She chips it along the boards but stays in the zone. Good poke check there by Maury. Honeybaked throws it to the corner. Monco there again. Monco navigates the pressure. Passes it over to Mascione. Tessa looking up ice for her options. Decides to go over to Wilner. Wilner gains the zone towards the net. That rebound was juicy, but netminder able to... Sorry, you couldn't see that. My fault. Yeah, kind of a soft shot towards the net, and netminder made the stop, but kind of left it right in front. She kind of pushed out after it, though, and covered it. Face off, won by VK. That's Fitzsimmons. Lucy now behind the net. Tries a wraparound. Ooh, with the post in the body. Couldn't quite get it in. Good idea there. Back to the point. Held in by Day. Day is going to shoot from the point. Save there. Rebound. Good job getting that shot through by Kira. Back to the Kira again at that same point. She's not afraid to put it on net, and that puck trickled right by Wozniak's stick. Made its way to the netminder there. Wozniak tried to redirect it. So Day just throwing pucks at the net from the point there. Always a good idea. She seems to have a knack for being able to get those through, too. So that's obviously rather important. Face off here, won by Honeybaked, but behind the net, they're going to fumble it a little bit. So BK pressuring. Honeybaked does recover and gets it out. Right in front of the BK's bench, and now the Honeybaked bench will play into the BK zone. Honeybaked tries to flutter it towards the slot, sent out of there by Wozniak. Battling behind the net here is, can't quite see, loose puck in the slot. That's Brown, Wozniak over towards Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons enters the zone. Wozniak driving the net, shot by Lucy, and that's going to be saved there by a Honeybaked goalie. Face off, controlled by BK. To the point and the near point, shot by McCullough, just missed that far post. Walsh in there with Winslow. There's Walsh. Pokes it back to the point. McCullough now. Nice move by McCullough. Down low is McCullough. Has 2 on her. Finds it behind the net to Walsh. Walsh steps out across the red line. Back to the point. Sent down in by Scanlon. That's Quattromani and Winslow down there. There's Quattromani with it. Fights off some pressure. Tries to center it. Loosens front. Backhander. Back to the point. Good shift here by BK. Keeping the pressure on McCullough. Shoots one from the point. Missed that far post again. Over to Walsh. Walsh. To Quattromani. He's got Winslow in front. Helping back out is Walsh down there as well. Walsh and Quattromani battling. Winslow lurking in front. Ellie flips it down low. BK's going to get a change. See if their forwards can get on and keep the D hemmed in here. Keep the BK team from changing. They look tired. They get the puck out, but not quite far enough for a change. Now they'll get it in deep. Now those D are going to... Well, the 1D came off. BK could only... or Honeybaked could only get 1D off. There's Wilner rushing. Tries to get it to Finale. Just a little ahead of her. Finale recovers, though, with the puck in the corner. Now along the goal line to the slot. Bouncing puck. And what do we have here? We got a penalty coming up. We got too many. Yeah, we can see there's 6 out there for Honeybaked. That's 1 too many. So we'll have a BK power play coming up. You know, there's a lot of different penalties. Sometimes people will say, well, I don't know if that was a trip, or I don't know if that was a cross check. Generally speaking, there are exceptions during the middle of a change. Generally speaking, too many men is hard to argue. Not that anybody's arguing this one, but Honeybaked sending a player to the box. So 5-on-4 here for 90 seconds. Hopefully a little less than that if you're a BK fan. Face off, that's Wilner. Monco. Down to Starbs. That's Mascione. Finds Wilner. Wilner and Jones. Jones works her way back to the point. Wilner with the puck along that half wall. Spinning to protect it. Got Finale with her. Wilner looking. Works his way back to Monco. To the slot. Loose in front. Back at it. Taken down. And another penalty. BK's going to have a 5-on-3 here. Unless they can score. And that's going to be touched up by Honeybaked. And we got a 5-on-3 coming up for BK. And a long one at that. 56 seconds left here on this first penalty. So good opportunity here for BK. Let's see what they can muster up. So I've got Wilner, Maury, McCullough, Scanlon, and Mascione out there. Shot by Callie. That one just sailed high. BK with it still. That's Wilner. Works it back to Callie. Callie stepping in. Leaves it over to Scanlon. Scanlon. Shot. Stopped. Blocked there by Honeybaked. She gets it back though. Stepping into that slot. Slapper score! What a beauty! Oh, Wilner with the rockets. Absolute rocket. Watch that again. Well done, girls. So BK finally gets on the board. About 15 shots in. That linder's been pretty strong, but there's not much you can do on that one. Yeah, that one Honeybaked girl, you've got to go back in the box. You don't get 2 people out whenever you score. So BK on the power play for another 60 seconds here. Battling with Tenny. Jones. Now over to Day. Good pressure here by Honeybaked. It's Claire. That's it it to Day. Wozniak passes her stick, finds Brown. Brown gets it up to Maury. That is Maury. On the Honeybaked net, BK will force a turnover, so that's Maury. Maury looks to cross ice pass. Brown in there, taken away by Honeybaked. Honeybaked looks to get another clear, and this will be sent down. 15 seconds to go on this BK power play. Maury, just about a foot too far for Wozniak. 5 seconds to go here. And that's Day, just offside. So there's 1 second left on the power play, but I'm just going to take it off my board here so I don't forget to do that. So 8:27 to go. People's got to watch off this face-off, that girl coming out of the box. Controlled here by Walsh. Walsh steps inside and she gets tripped up, so another power play coming up for BK. I thought that was a tough call there. I thought she actually just tripped. Well, both refs have their hand up, so I'm assuming they're calling the same thing. Yeah, okay. Well, if they both saw it. BK back on the power play now. Yeah, I saw the far ref call that. It's, you know, it's a little odd. Normally you like there for the near ref. I thought we just tripped. There's definitely a stick in there, but when the near ref called it too, that's when you think something happened. Here's Walsh. That shot. Good save there. Rebound in front. Jones. Pass over to the weak side. There's Monco. Monco high in the zone here. Works it over to Jones. Jones. Far corner. Monco. Back to Jones. Jones. To Walsh. To Jones. Fumbles it a bit. Able to recover. Gets it clear. 56 seconds left. BK regrouping. That's Monco. Monco fumbling with it a bit. Able to get it up to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons working it over towards Jones. BK enters the zone. Onside shot by Quattromani. Hits the cheater part of the stick. Back to Ellie. Ellie flips it towards the net. Walsh. Oh, throws it to the front. Fitzsimmons tries to get a stick on it or a blade on it. Couldn't. Sent back down by Honeybaked. 30 seconds ago in this power play for BK. And there's a nice move by Jones, I think. Yep, that's 23. BK gains his own. That's Mascione. Mascione pulls it in. Shot. Missed that high far corner. Rattles around. Held in by McCullough. 8 seconds ago on the power play. BK regains possession. Passes across to, I don't know how that puck got through the sliding player, but it did. Kind of surprised Wilner there. BK down low. That was Mascione who skated to the front of the net and tried to get something on there, but poked out off of the stick. BK still with it, though. Spinning pass to the front. Save. Yep, save. So you'll see it's really early in the season. The girls have barely had time to get their keys for their room. Haven't had a chance really to instill much by way of power plays and stuff, but you can see them working on their spacing and creating some opportunities. So some encouraging signs there for this early in the season. Uh-oh, turnover here. Here's Honeybaked shot. Good save by Kaiser. Rebound. High in the slot. Puck still loose. Honeybaked has it, and Wozniak now looks to get it out. Got to get it out deep, girls, so that Michaela can get her stick. Oops, sorry. There's Honeybaked. Kaiser still without a stick. Sent in here by Honeybaked. Nope, cut off by Day. Now sent down deep. Battling for that is Healy. Far corner, Finale. Wheeler works it today, I think, who finds Brown. Brown gains the red line and dumps it in. Kaiser goes and gets a stick. So all is well with the world again. Honeybaked here, trying to get it up ice. Good pressure there by Quattromani. Forced out, there's Walsh. Walsh down that left wing. Tries to get it to Maury. Maury, puck in her feet. Maury and Walsh. Down low, Maury still with it, protecting it. On her backhand, behind Walsh, behind the net. Walsh, centering pass. Right to the slot. BK couldn't get the stick on it. There's Monco. Monco protecting it through the front. Quattromani has it go through her wickets. Tries to work it back to Jones. Cut off though by Honeybaked. Honeybaked sends it down. We got no icing. Healy over to Monco. And then chip by Maury. Possession by Honeybaked here. Turnover there. There's Walsh. Walsh rips one again off the cheater part of the stick. That's two. That's that part of the stick that extends over the blocker there. Winslow and Maury. Now behind the net. Puck loose. Honeybaked pressured by Wilner. And puck cleared by Honeybaked. It's a soft clear, so they waved off icing. That was Jones. We'll throw it around the boards. There's Monco behind the net. Gets it up to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons backhands at weak side over toward. That's an offside. Yeah, they got it right. They got it right. Mastrione tried to stay on there. .231. Oops. Fucking play, face off won by Honeybaked. Gathered by Scanlon. Sent in by Scanlon. BK a little late developing 3-on-2 shot save. That was Fitzsimmons, I believe, on that shot. Fitzsimmons calling for it in front of the net. Centering pass through some sticks there. Scanlon back behind the net. McCullough. That's not McCullough. I was going to say that would have been weird, but there's McCullough. Pass on the weak side finds Wilner. Honeybaked trying to get this out. BK holding it in. Good work by McCullough. Finds over to Wilner. Wilner side of the circle. Tries to get to Mastrione in front. Good possession. Fitzsimmons in there. Fitzsimmons. Mastrione. And Wilner. Out in here by McCullough. McCullough's shot. Redirect attempt by Mastrione. To the front shot. Well, Fitzsimmons. Good opportunity there. Unable to find a corner there. Netminder able to gobble that one up. Good pressure there. Good shift by BK. Off one by Honeybaked. We'll throw it around on the far side of the ice. Wozniak trying to gain possession. She'll flip it over to Day. Day tries to move it up to Brown. Stepped up there nicely by the Honeybaked D. Honeybaked with some possession here. Gains the zone. On that far wall. That shot. Kaiser able to see it. And she will put a pad on it and a glove on top of it. 2:01 here in the second period. BK still 1-0. Shots 19-5 or thereabouts. So BK definitely getting a lot of possession here. The power play has helped. But this, sometimes, I'll wait till I call it after this. There's Quattromani, a little 2-on-1 developing. Quattromani and Walsh. Back to Quattromani. Quattromani, oh, her shot just kind of had the puck roll up on her a little bit. Back the other way is Honeybaked. Day. Honeybaked still with possession. Make sure you talk here, girls. That shot deflected wide. It's turned over here in the slot. That's Healy wheeling. Nice move by Healy. Evades pressure behind the net. BK trying to get it out. Finds his way back to Healy. Healy over here to Walsh. Walsh slides it along the boards to herself. Trying to race in after it. Got one Honeybaked player to deal with and two in front. New unit on here for BK. And here's Jones. Jones. Wilner. Bouncing puck in the slot. Good support there by Tessa. Center red. Slid up to Tessa. Tessa, little 3-on-2, late developing. Mascione, really nice toe drag there. Backhander, puck loose. No, BK just can't quite get one. They were getting bounces the first couple games. This one we got a penalty coming up against BK on again, the backside ref from 100 feet away called that play, even though the guy right in front of it thought it was good. But it was similar to the last play where BK got a power play, so it all seems to even up. $30 seconds to go in the period as well. Face-off controlled by Honeybaked. After that point, Honeybaked on the half wall, stepping inside. That shot, Kaiser makes the stop. Good work by Kaiser. That shot towards the net, blocked in front. Bouncing puck, BK has it. 15 seconds to go here in the second. I think that's McCullough who's going to send it in deep. Pressuring here is Brown. Honeybaked. Working it up ice, not cleanly though. Turnover by BK. Oh, and saved by the bell. As we get a horn signifying the end of the period. Shots 20-5, score 1-0. About a minute left on the power play. I'm going to get some stuff updated here. We're having an ice cut at the moment. I'll try to put a quick little stat on the screen. We'll send you our intermission screen. Be back in about 12 minutes.
Anabolic beats. dreams heavy to tow, chasing down the crown through the buffalo snow. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload, chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Boards rattle loud, the rivals feel the quake. Unity, the armor, no spirit we fake. Power moves sharper than the cold lake. Eyes on the prize, history to make. From the face-off drop to the buzzer's chime, grinding every second, it's our time. Buffalo's calling, mountain we climb. Legends in the making, skating the rhyme. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload, chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. From the face-off drop to the buzzer's chime, grinding every second, it's our time. Buffalo's calling, mountain we climb. Legends in the making, skating the rhyme. Blood storming the net, victory on replay. Battling for the win, game after game day. Buffalo bound, carving our way. Carney girls shining, making rivals sway. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload, chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Pucks in the net, victory on replay. Battling for the win, game after game day. Buffalo bound, carving our way. Carney girls shining, making rivals sway. We're storming the ring, hearts in the championship, buffalo road. We're storming the ring, hearts on overload, chasing that championship, buffalo road. Stick to the dream, let the fire explode. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Carney girls rise in the champion's code. Pucks it in the net, victory on replay. Battling for the win, game after game day. Buffalo bound, carving our way. Carney girls shining, making rivals sway. Lacing up dreams on the cold ice ground. Hearts on fire where champions are found. Skates cut deep but we rise up tall. Bishop Carney girls, we're giving it our all. We're chasing the crown, no time to slow. Through the sweat and the grind, let the spirit show. Stick in hand and the goal in sight. Under the ring lights, we'll fight tonight. Every pass, every shot we take, every bruised knee's a memory we make. Huddle close with a battle cry. We're bound together, we're flying high. We're chasing the crown, no time to slow. Through the sweat and the grind, let the spirit show. Stick in hand and the goal in sight. Under the ring lights, we'll fight tonight. Blades carving stories in the ice below. Through every storm, through every snow. But we're not just a team, we're a family strong. Together we'll sing our victory song. We're chasing the crown, no time to slow. Through the sweat and the grind, let the spirit show. Stick in hand and the goal in sight, under the rink lights, we'll fight tonight. We'll fight tonight. We'll fight tonight. Lacing up dreams on the cold ice ground, hearts on fire where champions are found. Skates cut deep, but we rise up tall. Bishop Kearney girls, we're giving it our all. We're chasing the crown, no time to slow. Through the sweat and the grind, let the spirit show. Stick in hand and the goal in sight, under the rink lights, we'll fight tonight. Every pass, every shot we take, every bruised knees, a memory we make. Huddle close with a battle cry, we're bound together, we're flying high, we'll fight tonight. Carving stories in the ice below, through every storm, through every snow. We're not just a team, we're a family strong. Together we'll sing our victory song. We're chasing the crown, no time to slow. Through the sweat and the grind, let the spirit show.
What's up, man? We're better today. Yeah, I'm in a better mood. I can talk to you today. All right. Quick mic check. Think we're good. All right, getting ready to start this third period here. Take a look at the goal again from BK. Oh wait, that's not the goal. It's that one. Nope, not that one. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one. There you go. That was the beauty of a goal. All right, so Honeybaked has about another minute left on this power play. So a little work for BK to do here. So the third period underway, 15 minutes on the clock. McCullough dumps it in to start the third. Honeybaked need to go 200 feet here. They try to navigate through the BK. Neutral zone pressure, which they do. That shot up over the cage. Back to the point. Held in by Honeybaked. The half ball cut off by Mascione. She's pressured by the Honeybaked player. Back to the point, slides through everybody. This will trickle the whole way down. Honeybaked looking to get a rush up ice. That's Mascione, I believe, in there. Scanlon stepping up. Tries to get it deep, cut off by Honeybaked. Honeybaked into the BK zone. That shot high and a slot off of his shin guard. This will trickle across the blue line as Mascione will apply a bit of pressure here. 8 seconds to go on this penalty kill, and BK gets it deep. So that'll do it for the penalty. BK 2 for 2 in killing penalties. Even strength. There's Quattromani, forces a turnover, gets it back. Walsh flips it back to Quattromani, back to the point that's Day. Tries to get another one through, does, but just missed that near post. Healy on the near side. She shoots one. That makes its way through. Not seen till the last minute, but sorry, you probably barely saw that too. That was covered up. Sorry, it's hard for me to, I don't know the girls quite well enough yet to be able to look at my screen, which is what I need to look at to see where my camera is and see numbers. So I'm trying to, sometimes I get caught looking the live action a little too much to catch a number and forget to move the camera a bit. Face off won by BK. That's shot. Ricocheted wide. Pinching down is Day. Dug out of there by Walsh, I believe. Now it's over to Healy. Healy back to Walsh. Walsh at that point. Far side point. Day. Day turns and fires one. Save, rebound. And we get a whistle. Back in play here. Holding that blue line is Jones. Shot by Brown. Gobbled up, no rebound by Honeybaked. Face off. BK with it, that's Finale. Finale, shot blocked. Finale tries to work it back to Monco at the point. Back down low now. BK slot, shot save, rebound loose. And Honeybaked sends it out of the zone. This will go down for a nice, so a good opportunity for BK there. Jones pinching down from her D spot, finding the soft spot there in front of the net. It's a good opportunity. There's Mascione, Wilner. Winslow in front, back to Mascione. Winslow in to help. Oops, sorry. BK back in the zone, that's Scanlon. Sends it in for Mascione, evaded by Honeybaked. BK held in though. Winslow is going to flip it towards the net, goes behind it. Mascione in there first with possession, tries to find the slot. Couldn't quite get a play to develop there. BK with it to neutral zone. There's McCullough. She's waiting to get on side. She does. Oh, I thought she did. The people whose opinion matters more disagreed, so we'll have a face-off outside the zone. Quattromani on the draw. Healy. BK Honeybaked slides by them. Late developing play. Saved there by Kaiser. Cleared out of danger by BK. Still in the zone though. Fitzsimmons. Held in by Honeybaked. Centering pass. Blocked by BK. This is going to find Quattromani's stick. Ellie, weak side pass over to Scanlon. Scanlon slides by the D. A little late developing 2-on-1. Scanlon will get D there by Honeybaked. Good recovery. That was Walsh. That was Honeybaked the other way. Shot towards Kaiser. Steers it to the wall. Going behind the net. Day's there. Finds its way to Healy's stick. Weak side pass. Over towards that Walsh, I believe. There's Monco. Monco, nice move with the blue line. Monco, shot high slot, gets blocked. Behind the net, Monco. Still with possession. Tries to find that teammate. It's Wozniak there. And Maury. Maury in there to help. Maury with it. Tries to center it off of his skate. Honeybaked can't quite get it out there. Lost it in her feet. There's Maury keeping it in the zone. Trying to work her way around the D. Tries to center it. Honeybaked there. Honeybaked trying to get it out. And BK holding the blue line. Not quite. Sent in by Honeybaked. Honeybaked's going to get a change. So we'll leave her forechecker on. Sent back in by Honeybaked. And that's Jones. Pokes it along the wall. Go to the near corner. Turn over there. There's Honeybaked. Loses an edge here. Is Monco. Slides it up to Brown. Brown gains that red line. She's going to dump it in. They're going to go change. No forechecker here, so lots of time for Honeybaked. Honeybaked. Center red here. McCullough picking it up on the weak side. She'll skate it in the zone. Forced wide. Still with it though is McCullough. McCullough behind the net. McCullough on her back end. Just to leave it to Scanlon. The 2D doing some work here. Now they work it down to a forward. That's Mascione, I believe. And Finale. Finale put the puck on her stick. Trying to fight through. Good pass to the front. Save. Puck still. And they do a good job of walling off the BK players. So eventually the netminder finds it and covers it. Oops, my time is really off. Sorry. I'll get it fixed next whistle. Scanlon. And we got a penalty coming up. Let me get my time fixed here. BK going on the power play with 9:03. All right, I think we're ready to roll. Let's see if this power play can notch another one here. Get an insurance goal. Wilner takes this draw. With it behind the net too. Wilner goes down. Honeybaked trying to get up ice. Good support there. Honeybaked though still with it. Shot just over the cage. That was a good opportunity for Honeybaked. Here comes BK the other way. Mascione down behind the net to Wilner. Wilner has that taken away. There's McCullough back in the neutral zone. McCullough wheeling. Oops, sorry, I thought that puck was going up ice a little bit more. BK enters the zone. That's Wilner back to Day. Day throwing it towards the net. BK trying to get this rebound. Puck still loose. Good job by the refs there not to blow that whistle right away. That puck was loose. Near side point, McCullough shot blocked in front. Back to McCullough. Nope. Still on that half wall, just in front of the circle. McCullough holds that in just barely. Good job by McCullough, stepping around to forward. She's going to rifle one. Blocked. And Honeybaked gets it clear. Center red, though. Winslow. Moves it over to Day. And what do we have? Do we have a too many men on Honeybaked again? And might have been, it's either too many men on Honeybaked or it was is that an unsportsmanlike? Not an unsportsmanlike. Yeah. I think so, yeah. That was an unsportsmanlike call, and someone on the bench must have said something to the ref. So, BK, 5-on-3. For 19 seconds. So, puck in play, 5-on-3. Face off, run by BK, but taken away by Honeybaked. BK in the zone, that's Day. Day shoots one, missed the cage. Found its way over towards Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons to the slot, right to a Honeybaked player. BK works on getting it back though. Stepping down is Healy. Healy's shot blocked in front. So 5-on-3 is done, and we got a penalty coming up on BK. That's going to be on Fitzsimmons. They're going to get her on a trip. So we will have even strength 4-on-4 for about a minute and a half. I think that's Bud Simon. All right, so face off in the BK zone, one towards Kaiser. Stop there by Healy. Over to Day. Day. Healy. Walsh. Walsh, nice move by Walsh. Walsh, shot. So loose puck goes in. That netminder tried to steer it to the corner with her paddle, but it didn't. She might have turned the paddle a little too soon. Let's see if we got it. So I think with my replay, I think I have a setting on my replay I've got to fix. So 2-0 here, BK. Still 4-on-4 hockey. It's Maury. That goal was by Genevieve Walsh there, so her first. Nice one with that. Brown, right in front, flips one. Oh, just over the side of the glove there. Just missed that far post. And good keep here by BK. That is Healy, I think, in front. Backhander. A beautiful, beautiful backhander by Monco. Let's see if I got that one. There it is. You can see Monco gather it in front and just flip it up over. So that was another 4-on-4 goal. So BK loving the extra little bit open ice. There's a shot by Scanlon. A good opportunity from BK. So 5-on-4 coming up for Honeybaked. So BK with a 25-second kill here. Kaiser doing a nice job of letting them know. Behind the net is Wilner.
BK selects photo score by number 75. Assisted by number 23, Tennessee.
BK sends that back in 5 seconds ago in the kill. So BK is going to kill this very short power play here, making 3 for 3 on the special teams in the kill department in this game. There's Wilner. Retreats to the neutral zone. Stepping in here is McCullough's shot. She's going to get one in that high glove before this tournament's over. Mark my word. There's McCullough again. She fires one. Nice redirect in front. Hits the netminder. Wilner working it back to the point. McCullough. After Wilner. Nice play by those two. Good cycle. I'm sorry, that's not Wilner. That's Massione. Shot by McCullough and it trickles in. And it trickles in. I think McCall is going to get credit for this. She was buzzing. She deserved that one. So really tight game up until about the last couple minutes, and BK just getting these bounces now, figuring out how to get this puck in the net. Four-zip BK. In the BK zone. They're trying to center it here. Loose puck just inside the face-off dot. Shot at off the side of the post. Brown. Turn over there. High slot. Shot. Blocked. Good block there. I think that was Healy. Wozniak with Brown. Dumps it in. Brown in after it. Got Finale as well. Brown. Finale trying to find a spot in front. Now Finale in that far corner. Healy. The neutral zone here. Healy. A pass read there by Honeybaked. Honeybaked just come the other way. Day back. Good stick by her. Finds Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons makes a move along the near wall. Good support there by Quattromani. Able to keep it in. Finds its way back to Fitzsimmons. Quattromani racing after it. Cleared out here by Honeybaked. Monco. Shot by Quattromani off the shin guard. Still loose in the slot. Backing at by BK. That's Fitzsimmons over there. 3:27 left to go in this one. BK finds himself very recently up here. A little comfortably, 4-0. Never know, but it's nice to get a couple insurance goals here. That's shot by Monco. Point. Nice job by BK holding that in. The slot, whacked that by Honeybaked. Back to the neutral zone. Sent in by Jones. Not in. That was, kicked out, actually, by Honeybaked and trickles the whole way down behind Kaiser. Monco hard around the boards. Honeybaked holds that in. Back check here by Walsh. Winslow, top of the zone, pokes it out. Here's Jones. To the point. Shot at the point. Saved by Kaiser. Good rebound control to the far corner. That helps BK get a clear. And we're going to have a penalty coming up. So BK with a power play with 2:25 left. We got a trip. So this coach for Honeybaked, he actually was the girls hockey director at BK here for about a year. So another power play under the way for BK. Sorry, where's the fuck? There we go. That's Piper. Brown, McCullough. All across the red. Now the blue. McCullough pulls up. It's down the wall to half wall to Wozniak. Works it down the wall to Maury. Maury in that near corner. Tries to center and get it to the far D there, but poked at by Honeybaked. BK regrouping. Some nice skating there by Honeybaked. She gains the red and throws that on net. Kaiser. Tricky little puck there, able to gather it up and cover it. Face off to the left of Kaiser. 1:35 to go in the game. 39 seconds left to go in the power play. Healy. Today. Ascione, nice move there. And BK clears the zone. Honeybaked sends it back in. To behind Kaiser. Healy. Puck trickling away from her. Couldn't quite catch up to it before Honeybaked player got there to apply some pressure. Shot in the slot. Good save by Kaiser. Her 10th of the game. 11th of the game, sorry. Face off one by Honeybaked. 15 seconds to go in the power play. BK sends it deep. Enters the zone, and then we'll do it for the BK kill. I think I had the wrong graphic up there. Yeah, no, BK was on the power play. It just, I guess, it felt like a penalty kill. Finale behind the net. Works it back to Healy. Healy walks the line a bit. Tries to get it over to Winslow. That's Finale, I think. 19 seconds to go in this one. Day stepping up in front of the Honeybaked bench. Day still battling 1-on-4. Doesn't bother her. And with 5 seconds to go, BK wants the time tick down, and they'll walk away with a 4-0 win, making them the group, whatever we are, Group E winners, 3-0 in pool play. BK will advance to the gold playoff. We will not know the time or who we're playing for probably another couple hours, since we are the first 16U game of the day. We have to wait for those to play out before we figure out our schedule. So appreciate y'all joining us. Glad we had some equipment stuff that actually worked today. We'll be back this afternoon.